Counselors Craft a Curious Path with Ruby and Olivia.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Ruby Miller, a multidisciplinary artist, singer-songwriter, therapist, and wisdom seeker with a background in opera, ceramics, and photography.
And I'm Olivia Candosia. I'm an actor, theater director, voiceover artist, early childhood educator, and drama therapist. We are both neurodiverse therapists who strive to infuse more wonder, authenticity, and joy into modern life. We're here to share our hearts and stories, and in turn, listen to yours. Here we gather with you to craft the curious path of life, therapy, and art. Welcome and co-create with us.
Hello, Olivia. Welcome.
Hi, Caitlin. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Counselors Craft a Curious
Path. So today we are continuing to develop our archetypal role play interventions that we'll be using in groups. And today we're trying to play with animal archetypes. And I went to this new herbal shop in my hometown and I found this deck and I just love it, and it's by Kranz. So it is an animal spirit archetype deck, and it is divided into like earth, wind, fire, water, and then there's these like spirit cards. I'm gonna find one. Oh, it's so pretty. But anyway, so what I was thinking about doing with you, or what we want to do today, here's the Phoenix, for example. What we want to do today is just pick different cards, and then we'll do similar embodiments that we did in previous episodes with tarot. So like we'll talk to the Phoenix inside of Olivia, and I'll be the therapist. I'll play the role of the therapist.
Before we begin, it makes me think of an exercise I did with my high school theater students when I was directing.
Yeah.
Long story short, usually the first 2 weeks of rehearsal, I don't have us touch the script. I just do exercises to help us create like a common language and just get us closer together and have a bond. And then throughout the rest of the experience, people are like begging to do these activities because it was so much fun. But one of them is exploring ourselves through the elements and the characters through the elements. And so I have curated my own playlists that I think sounds like water. And I have all these songs that sound like water and sounds that sound like fire. And I will play it and I will ask them to just walk around as themselves first and then start to embody their character and see where they feel like their character lives.
Wow.
And then we will have like a post discussion about like, okay, what elements do you feel like you typically are in, and how about your character, blah, blah, blah. And just you mentioning that made me think of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was looking through the deck. I was like, the animals I feel the most naturally attuned to are water, and I was thinking about the shape-shifting nature of water, and water being so emotional, and water being mysterious, and water being underground beyond what we can see. And yeah, so I'm imagining being like a whale or something. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, and sometimes I'll like divide the stage into 4 sections. So depending on which section you walk in, you start to embody that.
Oh my gosh. I would love to do like trauma work with you, releasing trauma in the body through embodying archetypes with like elements.
I have a picture of me. Maybe I'll post it on this episode. When I was in clown school, this is where I learned like the element activity. And we had to do our monologues in an element and like balance between the elements. And so I lived in earth. And I was like on the ground, like, and I look so animalistic and like feral and free. And it is like the epitome of like an acting picture that I like want to represent me, because it's just so open and flow state.
Yeah. That reminds me of I went to a sandbar with Athena on a huge river.
What's the sandbar, and who's Athena, for those who don't know?
Athena is my dog. She is the most amazing little puppy. And a sandbar is a part of a river that is shallow enough that you can stand on it, but you're like right at the river's edge. So it feels essentially like a beach, but it's like a river's version of a beach
Cool.
because there are trees around it. And so Athena was off leash on the sandbar and she attempted to um, herd me and my partner. She was like biting at our feet and running around us. And I was thinking when you were saying like a feral animal so close to the earth, she's so short. So she was so close to the
Yes.
earth, so sandy, so feral, so happy. And just the amount of energy, she was like the most energized I've ever seen her.
I
So I was
love
thinking
that.
about you when you were describing the
Yes, I mean
calm school.
every time you bring this up, I'm thinking of other acting exercises where like there were poems that we would read like there is a hog in me, and we would just explore what. I mean, you did it with your singing the Stone song the other day, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just playing with what does that sound like? What does that look like? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think what brings me back to the therapy component is what is the stone in you? What is the phoenix in you? What is the hog in you? Because then there's an aspect of it that is about our inward journey and insight and
Yeah.
loving ourselves more, letting ourselves play. So with that being said,
Let's
I
do it.
think, yeah, so I think what we'll do today is pull different animal spirit cards. Also, this is so shiny. I love how shiny it is. Ah, shiny things. Um, especially rainbow shiny things. But
It's the box she's talking about.
yeah, the box. Yeah, this is the box for the animal spirit deck. Um, so yeah, let's pull cards. Um, because I also like the idea of it being completely spontaneous. So we're going to talk to an animal inside of Olivia, the archetype of that animal. And then I usually wait until I feel a little like buzz. Okay, I felt a buzz. Oh, we're gonna talk to the butterfly in Olivia. Oh, oh, so beautiful. So I'm gonna just take a moment. So, Olivia, I am going to talk to the butterfly in you. Do you have a name that's coming to you, butterfly?
Mm. I'm gonna say Crystal because of Chrysalis.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Great. Okay. Hello, Crystal. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. I'm
You are
so
so
happy.
joyful. My heart already feels full. Oh
I
my
can.
gosh. Woo!
my, you feel it. My fluttering,
Yeah.
my wings. I can feel in my heart right now of just
Oh,
that joy. Yeah.
wow. Do you have any wisdom you'd like to share with Olivia?
Um, I would like to share that I am always here, and my wings are always changing colors, and
Ooh.
I think she has been seeing herself more as this caterpillar emerging, but
Oh.
she is definitely just a butterfly whose wings just keep evolving and growing, and sometimes they break off, but
Mm-hmm.
they come back with a new shape and form from the new things she is learning. So just to show her that she is full already, and but also always evolving.
Oh my gosh. That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. So Olivia sometimes thinks of herself as a caterpillar, but you're saying she's been a butterfly, but with changing wings, so kind of like a chameleon butterfly, and that
Yes.
her caterpillar phase, maybe that's the wings fell off and she's growing new ones.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
She's felt like an infant or a baby or not
Yeah.
a mature, but she's there and will
Wow.
continue to grow more.
Wow. I'm thinking about a fluttering in Olivia's heart, and that's where the butterfly is. And I'm thinking that a lot of people associate fluttering with anxiety. And I'm curious because when you said I'm a flutter in Olivia's heart, I felt a lot of joy and excitement.
Yes. Yes. it's this giddiness. It's a almost like the buzz you were talking about when you were grabbing the card of just this
Yeah.
energy. Yeah.
hmm I'm thinking about the power of, and as a therapist, I wouldn't encourage this in every circumstance, but the power of reframing the flutter in someone's heart into like the joy of a butterfly about to burst out to fly.
Yeah. Redefining what that could be. Or even
hmm
if it is an anxiety, it's an excitement that comes with the anxiety, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I've talked about it as the fluttering is energy. Like at this point, it feels painful, and I don't try to deny a client's like painful experience of a flutter in their heart. But if that is happening already, is there a way we can harness the energy and use it to help you fly or help you grow or help you move through the world?
Yes, I'm going to step out of butterfly for a second and be
Yeah,
Olivia.
yeah,
I'm thinking about before performances, like the
yeah,
pit
yep.
the pit in the stomach you get, or like I swallow a lot and I just like don't know where to put the energy, and that's why warming up or doing some physical
Mhm.
exertion is really helpful because you're directing it somewhere. You're not keeping it
Yeah,
stationary.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I love this exercise already because I'm also thinking of colloquialisms of I have butterflies in my stomach, and
Yes.
sort of like what if we thought of a butterfly in the stomach as a powerful archetype instead of I am but a pile of butterflies in my stomach, as though I am like broken or less than, or
Yes.
what about, oh, there's a butterfly in my stomach.
Yeah, and you think about like I love that because now I'm thinking about all those moments where you do get butterflies, and usually it is like for something new or something vulnerable, but that's not a bad thing. That's
Yes,
really cool.
yes, yes. So I have an idea. I think
Yeah.
we should switch roles and go back and forth, and you
Okay.
can interview me, and then I'll interview you back again. So I'm
Great.
gonna pull a card for myself.
I'm
This
excited.
is so fun. I love this so much. I just,
You're so
oh
cute.
God. So fun. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna start crying. I got the nightingale,
The nightingale. All right, I'll
which
give
I
you a
immediately think
second.
of singing. You can
Hello.
see the nightingales open. I'm just gonna kind of feel into the card a little bit. It looks like it's singing with its mouth open, and the nightingale, it almost looks like it's on a moon plus an egg and like singing into the stars. Okay,
Okay. Nightingale, part of Caitlin, do you have a name you would like to be called?
the star.
The star. The star. How are you showing up in Caitlin's life right now?
I am wishing so deeply she would sing more, and I'm encouraging her to sing, and she's singing, and sometimes when she's singing, when she's not as afraid, she'll tap into me and she'll just feel like the energy is coursing from the tips of her toes to the top of her head, and her chi is flowing, and she's aligned, and she's channeling like a greater creative force. And I just wish that for her as much as possible so it can help her through the parts of her life that are terrifying her right now.
So it
So
sounds like
she needs me.
there's this fear that's happening, but once that fear gets eliminated, you show up? Is that what you're saying?
When she's channeling me, which happens sometimes when she's not singing, but mostly when she's singing, when she's channeling me, she doesn't feel any fear. And I'm thinking that at this point in her life, she's likely going to feel fear pretty often, but that I could be a counterweight to how heavy feeling that fear is for her, what a cost that takes. It's
You're
almost
mentioning
like I'm the antidote.
yeah, you're mentioning singing a lot. Is that how you communicate to her?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you saying to her?
I'm saying to her that a realm beyond what she can see exists, and it is beautiful, and it can hold her like a cosmic web, and she can rely on a sense of liminal wonder that will hold her in times of complete upheaval.
I don't want to get meta here, but I don't hear you singing right now.
Oh, Caitlin is way too afraid of me singing on this.
Caitlin's afraid of you
Yes,
singing on this.
yes.
Oh, how does that feel?
I'm really sad for her.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, so I was thinking about like the feeling and the sort of, yeah, the meta message I'm trying to give her, but not the actual song.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see
I
that.
feel like she is really afraid to share that part of herself with the internet right now, which is,
When when does
yeah.
that when does that fear dissipate? Because it happens. I've seen it.
When she's moving around the house, I come out because she's not thinking as often. So then she'll just start singing. And then also, I feel like she is afraid of me that when she has a container of, okay, you're going to sit down at the piano, you're taking out your phone, you're doing a video, you know that you're doing it when she can anticipate tapping into me, then she's less afraid because it's not as,
Oh,
like, I help her feel like a different person, but that part of her was so undermined by aspects of the opera industry that she's not quite ready to do the spontaneous singing in the streets sort of thing, which I
what
wish
about
for her at some point.
what about humming in the house? Does that happen?
Hmm. All
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. So you're there. You're still with her. You're holding her hand
Hmm.
or something.
Hmm. I'm thinking about some of the most Nightingale music Caitlin sung was coloratura opera, and coloratura is the singing really quickly and lots of notes really quickly. I'm wanting to give an example, but Caitlin is just pushing me back.
That makes me so sad to hear. I hope that you'll be able to show up another episode and.
Yeah, yeah, no, I think that would be great. I'm actually not sad because Caitlin has, and I know that it makes you sad to hear, and I understand, but
Yep.
Caitlin has not, um, Caitlin's come so far
Sure.
in tapping into me, like doing the stone improvisation video, that I honestly feel really excited for the future she's creating,
Oh, great.
and including with you, Olivia. Like play, joyful play.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nightingale, for joining us for a
Yeah,
little bit. I was happy.
yeah.
I was happy to be with you.
Let's pull another card.
You don't want to
Breaking
debrief?
role
You don't want to
play.
share any thoughts about that? You don't want to do anything?
I, what is there to say? It was so profound.
I mean,
Honestly,
it
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 felt
was really
so, yeah.
it was cool. Yeah.
I feel like there's, that's so funny because I'm such an analytical person. I feel like there's no analysis needed in that because I feel like I'm getting so much better at channeling archetypes that it just what's said is much easier to follow than it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. I guess I'm wondering if there's anything from Caitlin's voice or like
Yeah.
anything that you can relate it to or like anything that you noticed that I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about Violetta's I'm wanting to sing it. That's so funny. Violetta's coloratura in Sempre Libera, which is one of the most famous arias in all of opera, and how there are parts of it that really sound like a bird. And I got very sad thinking about it because I know that if I would have stayed in the opera industry and put in lots of work, because everyone who succeeds at opera does a lot of work no matter how talented they are, they work very hard. But if I were to do that, I am almost sure I would have played Violetta at some point. And so that just beauty, like the beauty in moments like that where your voice is capable of filling up an entire hall with just high
Yeah.
coloratura. It is like a nightingale. And I thought, Caitlin, this was during the role play, I was thinking to myself, okay, I am going to make a deal with myself that at some point I will allow my voice to do that, probably with my own composition. Um, but I will allow my voice to do that again in a room because there's something so satisfying about it for the singer, but also very cathartic for the audience that there's something just so grand about opera. So
Yeah. It's larger than life.
it is.
Yeah. All right, go
What was
ahead.
your okay, okay, yeah,
It's okay. You heard my thoughts.
great. Okay, so uh, we're doing the cosmic egg in Olivia.
The cosmic egg.
This is my favorite card of the deck that I've
I
seen.
don't even know what that
So,
means.
so the cosmic egg is one of her. Do you want me to? I actually have the book that describes it. Do you want me to
Sure.
find the description? So, my interpretation so far, and I just started looking at this deck like 3 hours ago for 5 minutes, but is that the zero infinity cards are animals that exist as like spirits, so they're not real animals. So like the phoenix is one of the zero cards. There's also a unicorn, and so I think the cosmic egg was her. Okay, spirit cards 179. Her interpretation of like the beginning, the egg, and that is a spirit. So I'm gonna read some of it because I. Okay. So we have Phoenix. Oh, is the cosmic egg the okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. The black egg. Oh, I think this might be the final card of the deck.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I'll just read the whole thing and yeah. Okay. Cosmic egg, completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. I'm thinking about you being, okay, anyway, your steps in your career. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as though we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even in our encounter, Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg is related to the seventh chakra. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head called Sahasrara. Oh, I haven't said that word before. That's interesting. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine up towards the seventh chakra. Each of the six lower chakras plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of a million suns. Ooh. Where are you at in relating to the archetype of the cosmic egg now that you're hearing about it for
It,
the first time?
I am thinking about. Perhaps I won't embody it. Perhaps I'll talk about it. We'll see. I'm
I
thinking
would be
about.
happy to play it too if
Okay.
you're not feeling the archetype you're thinking about. Please continue.
Um, just this story of almost being done with school. I've got like a week left, grad school, and how I don't know that I felt kind of like a fool, like I didn't know what I was doing, and I still kind of feel that way. But there is this like shift I have discovered, and I think it was yesterday when I was writing my literal final reflection paper ever, where I was like, oh, you do have values, you do have opinions, you do like you have established parts of yourself, or at least discovered and found new things that I don't think I had known about before. And more advocacy for myself and things. So just, it's very similar to the butterfly. It's kind of what I'm hearing a little bit. But that's what I'm seeing. What are you?
I'm thinking about the cosmic egg as similar to the world card in the tarot, which is the final card of the major arcana, the archetypes for our group that we'll explore. And the world card is about everything culminating together and all of the elements and the animals, and the person in it is non-binary and the person is dancing. And I'm thinking about this cosmic egg, like the egg is a tie-dye rainbow color,
Yeah.
and sort of like it is the final stage in your graduate school career. It's coming to a culmination, it's coming to an end, and it's beautiful and filled with color. And I'm thinking about the serpent as like the wise divine feminine that like flows up the body, like the kind of like kundalini serpent. And I'm just so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm also noticing because I am getting more time available because school is winding down.
Yeah.
I'm having more availability for friendships, um, and it's kind of overwhelming because I'm like, oh my god, I have not have to, but like these are things I can pay attention to now, and so I get all these messages from different people, and like all sorts of different parts of my life are coming at me, and I don't know. It's a little weird to look around and be like, oh my god, the more people I know, that's more people I know. Like, it's just this weird, like,
Oh, yeah.
and as I age,
I'm
it's going
thinking
to
of like a family, like
yeah,
a culmination of community that you've built.
it stresses me out, and I'm really grateful I'm not famous right now because I think I'd go insane because I'm already like, okay, I've got these friends from this place, these from this place, and I've always had that, but I guess there's more of an awareness of like what that means and that it will continue to gain more. Like there's no losing. Like these people existed in my life. And
Yeah.
I don't know if that's egg related or not, but it's something I've been thinking about that it yeah.
What are you associating with what you should be doing regarding the amount of friends that you have that you now have more time and energy for?
Um I don't think that there's a should. It's more like how do people do this? Like people talk to their friends all the time. Like people message them back, and like maybe it's if I don't respond, great. If I do, then I have to commit to this, and that's scary. Of like,
Oh.
yeah, it's a commitment. I
Commit
don't know.
to talking
Even
with them more often or seeing them or
um even a conversation. Like I like to be very intentional when I'm talking to people, and so if I get a bunch of messages and I can't respond right away, I'd rather not respond at all because I want to make sure I'm saying what I need to. But sometimes people will just write back and then they'll wait a couple hours and then they'll write back, and I can't do that. I want to like have a real conversation in real time with people through texting. If does that make sense?
Yeah, it sounds sort of like rules about how to connect to people, and I'm curious if maybe you were giving yourself a pass on certain like standards of communication you have when you were in school that you're now not giving yourself a pass on, and that there's some change in standards of how you might
Sure.
respond to people, and that the change in the standards is internal and it's having consequences on maybe your stress levels. Like you're
Yeah.
excited to be more connected to more people, but then maybe trying to do too much.
Yeah, it's not even that I'm trying to do too much, but it's a daunting thing to know that I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Huh.
But that's all for that. We don't need to dig into that
Are you
anymore.
uncomfortable? You
No, I'm
seem
not uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
I'm more like I want to make sure we're staying on the topic
Mhm.
and cards that you want to explore today. So I'm just trying to be cognizant of that.
Yeah, I feel like okay, I'm gonna draw another card. Do we have an idea of who will play this?
You.
Okay, okay, because
Hmm.
the cosmic egg was directed towards you. Okay. Okay. Woo!
What you
Oh
got?
man. We have the Stingray
Mm, the
and
stingray. It's got
I
like a
want to see
black.
if this is a fire card, if she made this a fire card or if she made it a water card.
The card
Um,
looks like a black stingray with like a rainbow in the middle. For those of you not
yeah, it
watching.
looks like a chakra. I'm curious. Water. Okay, she made this a water card, which makes sense. So I actually saw a stingray in Puerto Rico when I
Mm-hmm.
was there in February, and it was so epically beautiful. It was swimming underneath us. We were snorkeling, and it was humongous, just
Yeah.
so large, and it looked like a butterfly of the sea. I remember saying
Mm.
that it flapping as it was like moving, it really
Mm-hmm.
looked like a butterfly, and I was shocked by how thin the
Yeah.
like this part of it was, the outside,
Yeah.
and it was just amazing. So, anyway, there we go.
All right.
I'm going to play the Stingray inside of Caitlin.
Stingray inside of Caitlin. Could you give me 3 words to describe yourself?
Powerful, seductive,
Mm.
liminal.
Liminal. How are you showing up in Caitlin's life right now?
I am scaring her.
You're scaring her.
Hmm.
How? What are you doing?
I'm being when people sort of are looking straight and in their periphery, there's like a black movement, almost like a bat.
Uh huh.
I'm sort of showing up in her periphery,
Uh
and
huh.
she's trying to avoid me. And so essentially treating me like I'm a monster.
Oh my gosh. All of you or certain parts of you?
All of me, I'm trying to accompany her, and she's sort of like a shoe fly don't bother me, but because I'm so big and powerful,
Mm-hmm.
she just sort of looks away and hopes that I'm picturing her swimming, like she's hoping she can swim faster than me so I
Uh
can
huh.
stay in her periphery, and it's very clear she does not want me near her.
Mm. So when she's trying to shoo you away, what do you do? Do you swim faster? Do you stay within
I'm
limits?
honestly trying to honor how she's at about 99% capacity right now.
Ah.
And I have a lot of compassion and care for her, but I also think I can help her more than she's giving me the option to
Hmm.
help her. And so I honestly just get a little bit sad and I
Yeah.
stay in the periphery because I most definitely can swim faster than her. I could swim under her, I could swim closer to her, I could do circles around her. Like I am a
Yeah.
giant stingray.
You're so
But
compassionate, though, for her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you think you could help her with more when she's ready?
Going with the flow of life in a way that a majestic, large sea creature would, which is You cannot fight the ocean or the waves or the currents, but you can ride them in ways that are so profoundly beautiful that being enmeshed in the water is better than having any sense of control that she's trying to have. She
So
can't ever be
relinquish.
the ocean. Yeah, she's not the ocean. She is a person
Does she
floating.
think she's the ocean?
No, she hopes she is. Sort of
Yeah.
like the fickleness of man, where like man builds a dam. Why does man have to build a dam? Like
Yeah.
this sort of like human tendency to try to push with the laws of nature. And I'm trying to show her you can move and dance and fly in the
I'm
ocean
I'm
amongst the
almost
nature.
I was gonna ask you what is a small way you could encourage her to let you in more, and I'm almost visualizing like this wet hair in the shower and just a moment of like serenity. What do you think
Oh,
is
that is
this?
brilliant. Yeah. I'm thinking about the shape of my body and how she could like open what is that called in yoga? The sun salutation
Ah,
or sort of the open shoulders. But yeah, I think in the shower allow her hair to get wet and just open and take a really deep breath from her root and just allow the water to pour over her. And I think there is a metaphor in that of what it's like for me to swim in the depths of the ocean. You just allow the water to take you. Um, and also, I would encourage her to meditate more on animal archetypes to sort of get herself out of the egocentric human way of just trying to manage everything that happens.
yeah, I'm almost visualizing like every time she takes a sip of water, remembering that you're there with
Yes,
her. You know?
yes.
Yeah,
hmm
dipping her toes at the sandbar or whatever.
I'm also thinking about electrolyte water that helps her rehydrate the salty sort of water of there's a wave of water going down her esophagus. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
movement to it all. I'm also thinking about her doing some shadow work, like shadow journaling or writing poetry, about the things in the periphery of her vision that could help her
Yeah.
grow, and how can she welcome the things in the periphery of her vision more towards the center. It doesn't have to be the things she's swimming towards, but it could maybe be because I think that likely the things she's afraid of wouldn't be as scary if she faced them.
Yeah. I would love for her to do an exercise of talking to you, be it through that shadow work or journaling or what have you. Yeah.
Yeah, I would encourage her to write a poem about seeing me in the ocean
Yeah.
and then sort of channel that feeling of awe and then see what comes up for her around that sense of surrender, surrendering to the ocean, but still knowing that surrender can still encompass so much power.
And this position of that openness that you have in your body is
Yes.
wow.
hmm I'm thinking about, I'm back to Caitlin now. I'm thinking
Great.
about this drawing and how there's probably just the skeleton of this. I'm guessing it's a vertebrae, but the skeleton of the stingray, there's probably very little bone in a stingray. And so I'm thinking about sort of the juxtaposition of how big the one I saw in the ocean was, yet how delicate it might be as well,
Sure.
even though it looked incredibly strong. Um, and also, I'm thinking about when I saw it in the ocean, I felt so at peace with the stingray, even though my like intellectual mind associates stingrays with being stung and dying
Yeah,
or
that
like,
was the first thing I thought of, and
yeah,
you didn't bring that up once.
no, no,
Yeah.
because when I saw it, I was like in the ocean above it, I was like, you are a beautiful gift thank you so much for showing up. This was amazing. Like I was just in such deep
Yeah.
like reverence and awe
Yeah.
of nature.
Oh, that's so funny because if I had embodied this, it would be completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Wow.
is. I do think it's really special that I saw one recently.
I think so too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm wondering about doing one final one where I'm one and you're one and we're talking to each other.
Oh, cool. Let's do it. Why not?
Okay. Yeah, let's see what happens. I feel like part of this podcast is us developing our techniques. Okay. So,
And just
you are
think.
going to be a hawk.
Whoa! Okay, cool.
Yes. And just think, say it. Sorry.
I was thinking, and just think, incorporating movement and music even into this.
Yes.
Building off
Yes.
of it, where it's not just conversation, but it's, yeah, a
Oh,
whole
totally.
embodied experience.
And I am a bee.
Oh my god!
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Okay.
And this is the bee and Caitlin and the hawk and Olivia, or is this just a hawk and
I
a
think
bee?
it should, yeah. I think it's the hawk in Olivia, and the bee in Caitlin. And so I think we should give both names so it's easier to do a double role play.
Okay.
I would like to be called Queen. This is the queen bee in Caitlin.
Okay.
And also, I'm honestly a little intimidated by you as a hawk, so I'm like, I need to be
I
a
know.
queen bee. Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
I want to just be called Hawk.
Okay, this is great. This is great. Okay.
Caitlin. Hey.
I'm not Caitlin.
Oh shit!
Queen.
I messed up
I know.
already. I messed up.
I know. This is great, though. This is a great experiment. Yeah.
Queen bee and Hawk.
Mhm. Hawk,
Hmm.
I'm really afraid you're going to hurt me.
You're afraid I'm gonna hurt you?
You're so much larger than me and more powerful, and all I can do is say that I'll sting you to try to scare you. I feel incredibly vulnerable. And I'm the queen.
I know, and I am pretty big, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna hurt you. I'm afraid that I'm
Oh,
gonna hurt a lot
wow.
of things. Yeah. It's hard being big. It's hard out here. Because I can just swoop down by accident
Wow.
and smush ya.
I feel so bad that I assumed you were so much more aggressive than you really are.
Oh,
I
no.
feel like I'm so sorry.
If anything, when I'm snatching up things, I want to be picking them up and saving them and moving them elsewhere.
Wow, I'm thinking about how lonely it must be to be a predator because as the queen bee, I'm around a ton of my people all the time. We're just
What's
together making the sweetest thing in the world that humans just devour voraciously.
Do you enjoy that?
I think I actually feel lonely sometimes being on top.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. Yeah, I enjoy it. I think sometimes it can be annoying to be so small. And I'm also thinking that sometimes Caitlin runs away from bees as though they are hawks, and that annoys me a little bit. I'm not going to bite her.
No. What are
How
you
does
going to do?
Olivia relate to you?
Oh, she is so afraid that people... Well, she just discovered that people are afraid of her. And that is a new concept for her. And she's like, I was just trying to show you what it's like to be free and big. I was just trying to model for you how to be vulnerable. But
Wow.
that scares people.
So then Olivia was connected to the hawk in her, but she also didn't see you as a predator because you don't act like a predator.
No.
And so then
But she's afraid that people think she is. Mm-hmm.
But then also you are a predator. And so does being a predator have to be bad as a part of Olivia?
Right now, sometimes it seems like it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that you're the type of hawk that eats just as much as you need to eat, and that is all. And other than that, you're just really
If I
amazing.
could be a vegetarian,
Yeah,
I would.
exactly. Yeah. But also I'm thinking that that is the way of the ecosystem and of life and of the prey and predator relationship. You need to eat. But yeah, I feel bad for people's perception of you and Olivia. I
I
Olivia
feel
is such a kind person.
I feel bad that Caitlin thinks that you're a hawk, like me.
Well, Caitlin treats me like a hawk. She
Yeah.
does. She runs away from me.
What do we have in
And
common, you think, you and I?
I think that people are afraid of us and stay away from us, and it makes us lonely. And that I have the benefit of coming back to a hive, but that you are much more alone than I am. But I think people are afraid of us, and I think Caitlin is afraid of me. Um, and there's something about the power of an animal, like the ability of a hawk to swoop a mouse up and just eat it in the midair, and that the mouse will never live again. And then the ability for a bee to sting a person. And I'm thinking about people who are allergic to bee stings too. Like a bee could sting a person and I could really hurt them. And so the fear is valid, but then the effect on both of us is to be quite isolated. And that
Yes.
makes me sad, especially for you because I have my hive.
Yes. I know. I almost want to leave feathers around so people can
Oh,
find me and so people can wear me so that I'm
oh.
with them, at least in spirit, you know?
Yeah. And now I'm thinking about people putting my honey in their tea and that the power of what we do as bees, me and my hive, is a thing that can sweeten the earth. I'm thinking about how beautiful a necklace with like an obsidian rock and coiled silver around a hawk feather on someone's chest, and how beautiful that could be to just have a feather with them. And you are such a kind and generous hawk.
And you are so sweet of a bee. Okay, I'm gonna
Amazing.
de-roll.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna de-roll too. I was thinking about the loneliness that neurodivergent people can feel in their power. That's what I immediately went
Yes.
to when you were talking about Hawk, and I was thinking maybe not that you scare people, but that you could intimidate people, and how a
Yes.
hawk is intimidating. And I guess I also intimidate people, whatever. Ugh.
I know, because sometimes I like look at myself and I'm like, people are intimidated by this. That's so funny.
My physical form is so cute. How could
I
people
am
be
five
intimidated?
two with the biggest cheeks on my face you'll ever see. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking about the last time Caitlin, was actively by a bee. I remember thinking, I wish I could just embrace this moment because bees are so profoundly beautiful, but like, my body just kept moving away from it.
yeah, yeah. Trying to protect ourselves. It really
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah,
yeah.
but it is
I,
hard. Go on.
go ahead.
Oh, it's hard having power or being seen as something intimidating or dangerous.
Hmm. And as our first, like, double archetypal role play, I really liked your question of how are we similar? And then I did like that the prompt was about the hawk in you and the bee in me, because I feel like it was much easier to relate to
It was
how
wild.
yeah, tell
Yeah.
me.
It's just, it's funny that that's the one I got and that's the one you got.
Oh yeah.
And just kind
Yeah.
of exploring our relationship together and what that looks like. Some like fears that you might have and fears that I might have. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it was just very curious. A curious
Hmm.
path, Caitlin.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about how Counselor's Craft a Curious Path is becoming such a perfect title for this podcast. We are crafting quite a curious path, like questioning curiosity in the world. Um,
Yeah.
and we're crafting it. We're literally crafting it on the podcast. So yeah,
This was
I'm loving
fun.
it.
This was a fun episode and different, and I kind of like the little like the spurts versus just one whole long episode about one. It was cool to delve into a few.
Yeah, and I feel like this animal archetype deck is really, or animal spirit deck is really good for that because we know animals so
Right.
well.
It's
And so
accessible.
like, yeah, so I like, and that's also how I feel about her archetype deck too. So I feel like there's something,
I'm gonna have to get me one of those. That's
I
so
just
fun.
found the
I
comic
wanna.
that makes me think of you.
I love that. I wanna do this with clients. This is so fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, so we are, to the listeners, Olivia and I are launching a group called Discover Yourself Tarot, which is using the archetypes of the major arcana of the tarot, which is the most um, deeply symbolic and powerful part of the deck, and we're using it to help people discover and build their identity, build community, create connections, play, and we're really excited to do it. So,
Yeah. Please
yeah,
reach out if you're interested, and we'll add you
yeah,
to the list.
yeah, and we are both therapists practicing in Wisconsin and Illinois for individual, family, couples, and group therapy. And yeah, so if you're interested in therapy or if you have any topics for the podcast, anything you'd like, we are happy to hear from you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys,
it's
and
so
see you
good
next
to be
week.
with you, Olivia.
You too,
Bye.
Caitlin. Bye.